When I plan a fishing trip, there are a lot of factors that go into deciding where I want to go. Maybe it's the right time of year for a certain hatch, or maybe the weather is the key to where I might end up. This particular day, I just happened to be out on a different river fishing for a few days and decided I would stop here on my way home. I often find that spontaneity can be rewarding in so much as that it helps us to not overthink a situation and helps us to be more open to new experiences. You never know what may happen. This has been pretty great so far. Literally just pulled off the side of the highway and fishing for them. They're all stocked fish, you know, and not my favorite, but I'm enjoying catching them, and they're of a good size. So I'm gonna work my way up river a little bit more, but really this was just kind of about stopping on my way home, and I think that's nice, a nice roadside attraction. So I don't know, there's a pretty big pool up here and a log jam that I think I'm gonna try to hit, and then maybe call it or eat some lunch or something. So yeah, I'm having some fun. It's making me think that I just need to do this more often. I don't know how many times I've driven past here. You know, I fished this when I was a teenager, but it's been a long time, and it's pretty interesting because the water clarity is pretty off, and there's a creek just upstream here that I think is just blowing it out, and I don't know that it always used to, so I'm wondering if recent wildfire has really, in the area, you know, has really washed some sediment up in the stream and stuff. So, but fish don't seem to care, and I don't seem to care. I can see where I'm walking, and that's pretty important. So, all right, more fishing. As I slowly fished my way upstream, I got pretty lost in my own head enjoying the fishing and the experience as a whole. It wasn't until I would occasionally snap out of the trout trance I was in and look up to remember that there was a highway 40 feet away from me. It's amazing just how much concentration can go into fly fishing at times. 2 fish on. If that's true, it's gonna be amazing. I do. Watch this. That was awesome. 2 fish, same cast, two fish on at the same time. I think I got one more spot and then I'm gonna call it, but it's been fun. It's been real fun. I can't say that fishing for these stockfish is my favorite thing ever, but I was having a lot of fun and had started to scheme up a plan to come back at a later date, camp in the area, and keep some of these fish for some fresh campfire cooked fish tacos. Well, that was a lot of fun. I got to do that more often. I think just making sure that, you know, if you see good water, go fish it, especially if you have time to do that. And
that was a lot of fun. That was not what I was expecting. I expected to catch a few fish, but not that many, and all of a fun size. Again, stock fish, but still some good time. So, and the Euro nymphing was a really effective way of kind of hitting that water. I tried dry fly a little bit at first, but really, getting them to come up was a lot more of a challenge than really just getting down to the bottom and feeding them some stuff that looked tempting. So with that, the flies, I was using a kind of, the heavier fly is like a jig head, kind of larger size, Prince Nymph, something I've tied up before, just a variation of it that I like to tie. Very effective fly. That fly works really well for me in a lot of rivers. And it's heavy and it gets down there, but it mimics enough things that I think, in the bug world and in the small fish world, that I think that it's just an attractor pattern, not really mimicking anything. And then I kind of alternated a little bit with the fly that's a little bit higher up in the current, the shorter fly, and that kind of oscillated between a pheasant tail, some variations on the pheasant tail, and then things that kind of represent caddis. There seems to be a lot of caddis larvae in the river, and then just adults, and so kind of green rockworm, some stuff in that realm. Hare's ear, just or Euro nymph versions of that. So, but yeah, really well fished and well timed, because that was good. But anyway, I think it's time to really start making my way back home. It's been a good trip, but it's time to get home. So with that, we'll see you again next time. Thanks for coming along for the journey. Cheers.